Now you can hear me. Hello to everyone who has decided to join us this evening. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and I am um coming to y'all not feeling my best tonight. So this is not going to be a long live tonight at all. So how is everyone doing? Hey Scooby Doo and Sheila Cushionberry and So Crafty and Miss Bickham. Scooby Doo, So Crafty, and Miss Bickham, thank you to the three of you for being YouTube Hoop Group members. Stampin' Sue Creates, Tanyu, Karen Murray, and Betty Stetcher. Hello, Tanyu. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Karen, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Pat Ash, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Walk by Faith and Embroidery Diva and Iris Diaz. Hello, how are y'all tonight? And you know what? It just hit me. I am sitting here and don't Bitmo have the bell. I'm gonna have to get the bell here in a moment. Yeah, so it's going to be what? Uh I don't feel good, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, I just don't feel my best this evening. I ended up having a accident, so I'm just not feeling good. Let's see. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. I need to get you guys information. The first thing I want to do is say hello to everyone that is joining us. Normally, under normal circumstances, we have a really cool live in my studio, and we do a project in most instances, or Q&A. Tonight, we'll just strictly do Q&A, whether it's in regards to sublimation or embroidery or rhinestones or anything on that level. Thank you, Miss Bickham and Miss Jackie Maddox and everyone. I appreciate that. Miss Sheila Cushionberry, thank you. Um, so tonight I wanted to re-emphasize to folks actually, and let me pull up that on my end as well, that we have some classes set up. I don't know if you caught my live last week, but I did set up some classes. So I right now have a total of 6 classes set up for Sew It Pro. All 6 classes will be the exact same in the beginning. The second half of the class is going to be um, student driven. So if you're in the class and you have a question of something that you want to learn specifically with Sew It Pro and you bring up your question, then we'll be teaching whatever your question is on demand. So you may learn something in one class that you won't learn in the other class, possibly, not sure. But eventually, we'll have more Sew It Pro classes, and those classes will have more information as time goes on, because the goal, these are like kind of beginner a little bit. There's going to have some advanced stuff in there because even as a beginner you can learn advanced techniques. So it'll be a beginner slash advanced type class, but as I mentioned, you'll have some students that are going to ask questions that may make this class different from the next class. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to put right up here on the screen, if you're interested in joining, you have Sew It Pro and you're wanting to learn more about Sew It Pro, become a master at using Sew It Pro, or there's a technique you've been wanting to learn with Sew It Pro. Now's your chance. Now's your chance. And these are going to be, I only initially had 6 people per class because I wanted it to be small, but we increased it to 10 per class so that folks could definitely get together and ask questions in a more intimate, so to speak, setting, and get your questions answered. So we're going to post this. So it's our website, right? The website is the same, but here we go. I'm going to put this right over the top. Okay, so as you see right here, thebabiesbooty.com, right? So if you're interested in signing up for the Sew It Pro classes, it's still our website, thebabiesbooty.com, but then you put /events-1, and that should pull up our the page where you can look at all the different classes. Now, some of the classes are sold out already. Some of them are definitely sold out already. So just letting you guys know that that's there, and I'll also drop it in the chat as well if you would like to click the link and go directly to the class. So at any rate, now what I'm going to do, after letting you guys know about the class and putting that link right there, so if you're interested in Sew It Pro and you want to learn advanced techniques, because this is going to shape the future for our future Sew It Pro master classes that will be coming in the near future. So if you're interested in being in that test pilot to get us going, and let me know what your questions are, what you find the most difficult, so that we can tailor our master classes to what you guys would be interested in, then that's the link. That's your opportunity. Go ahead and join us. There's going to be some gifts that come along with the class, not physical, they'll be digital, but there's still, you know, treats that come along with the class. So I'm really looking forward to it. And for those of you who are already signed up, thank you so very much. I am super, super excited because the classes filled up pretty quickly. They're not full, but they did start to fill up very quickly. So I'm glad I increased it to 10, because otherwise the classes would be full right now. So but I'm going to go back and say hello to the folks who are here with us this evening, and say hi, because this channel is for you guys, and if it weren't for you all, then I wouldn't have a channel. And if you have a question while you're here, please go ahead and drop it in the chat, because like I said, it's only going to be about an hour tonight, and I'll answer some questions because I'm going to need to go lay down. So at any rate, let's say hi to Walk by Faith, Embroidery Diva, and Miss Iris again. Dexter Wilson, hello, my love. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Miss Ethel Smith, my love, thank you for being here. I appreciate you as always, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Shirley Stewart, hello. How are you? I'm coping okay, somewhat. Thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member, captain, so to speak, as well. This is Ashley XO. Hello. Thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member as well. Gail McNair from Tucson, Arizona. Hello. As you see, I'm just gonna be out of it a little bit this evening, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sandy Williams. Hello. How are you? Isabel Morgan Catlett. Hello. Awesome name. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Charmaine A. Hey, how are you? Crazy Battlefield Gaming. Yo, what's up? Crazy Battlefield Gaming. You ain't over there gaming? You ain't down there taking out folks and sniping people? Welcome, though. Thank you for joining us on the crafting chat. Yvonne Hudson, hello, good evening to you as well. Miss 143, hey, Eve, and everyone ring your bell tonight until you make yourself happy. I wish I could, but I'm not going to be able to handle the bell but a little bit tonight. So we may have to put all the bell ringing down to one ring. I got migraine as a result of a head injury, so I'm not going to be doing too much bell ringing tonight. Linda Evans Sullivan, hello, how are you? Welcome. Jackie Maddox, hello everyone. Thank you very much. I appreciate you telling me that, and welcome. Eartha Lewis from Port Allen, Louisiana, hello. Davita, hello. Robin Clark, hello from Michigan. Welcome. Thank you for joining us as always. Eve Mar, hello. Good evening to you as well, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Scooby-Doo says her mommy is 85 years old today. I have a friend who turned 87 today. There's a lot of old age in this area, and I'm so very blessed and happy to see that, because there's a lot of folk leaving here now. Debbie Kidd, hello, how are you? Always, always a pleasure, my dear. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Let us see. Veronica Morgan, good evening to you as well. Leila Nelson, good evening to you as well. Karen Murray says she's all signed up. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Nora 22,000. Hi Eve. Hi everyone. Holla at you from Cali. Kinda burning Cali. I know. I know. Hopefully it isn't too terribly close to you, but even still, we don't want to see the burning. So that sucks. Walk by Faith. I don't know if you got my email regarding the classes. I've gotten a couple of emails. Not sure. Someone asked for a phone call. Not able to call on the classes right now, but um, if want to make sure this is the right person, but the classes are all in regards to Sew It Pro, not Sew Art. Doesn't matter which version Sew It Pro you have, we'll make it work. It would be wise to have Sew It Pro already and installed on your computer in the full version, not the demo, if at all possible. Now, we can go over some basics. You will still get the information, even if you haven't purchased Sew It Pro. If you just want to see how it works, take down some notes because we'll also have digital notes for your class set up for quick reference whenever you're ready to actually work on a project on your own. So that will be there even if you don't have the program. However, it would be better to have the full version of Sew It Pro. All of the classes are the same. Like I said, the only thing that would change in each class is the students and the questions that they ask at the end. And I have no control over that. So, that's just how that's going to work. The classes will be available to each participant. So whatever class you took, you will have access to the videos, to the video of your class. Okay, so you will have access to that video afterwards. You won't have access to the other videos unless once we get all of our videos together and we make sure that they're clear and folks can see them and I got them edited with the correct descriptions and whatnot. We may make them available for purchase afterwards, especially if I know there's something in there that's a really good point. But what we're doing is the whole point in the classes, these 6 classes initially for October, is to get me set up with more detailed, more hands-on feedback for our master class that we're going to be setting up. So that's what the whole point in these classes are for the beginners and what you would like to know, or even still for the more advanced and what all you're trying to learn. Trying to think, there was another question. Someone asked, and I can't remember right now. Let me go and look and see if I can't pull that up really quick because I do want to. Oh, what is this? Okay, cool beans. Thank you. I did see a question, and okay, yeah, that was it. So if you purchased, oh yeah, I need to answer that question too. Any version of Sew What Pro, I mean any version, Sew What Pro. It is Sew What Pro. This is a Sew What Pro class. It is not for Sew Art. It's not for Embroiderers or anything. It's just strictly Sew What Pro. It's a $65 program. It is available on our website, thebabiesbooty.com. You're able to go to our website and click on Sew What Pro at the top, or click the little menu and select Sew What Pro. And once you purchase the program, I have to manually generate a code for you. So if you don't get your code like within the first 30 minutes or so, please be patient, especially if it's like 3 in the morning. I'm usually not awake at 3 in the morning. But I do definitely try to generate that code as soon as I get the notification. Sometimes the notification will get lost or whatever. Just shoot me a message. Hey, Eve, I didn't get my code. I'll get on it. As long as I'm not driving or asleep, I get you your code. I mean, unfortunately, even when I'm in the middle of church services, I still send the code, you know, because I know when I make a purchase, I want my code and I want my stuff to go through. So I try to get it right out. So let me know if you don't get it within, 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll get that right to you. But Sew It Pro is well worth it at $65. All the other programs out there are in the hundreds. And this program does just as much, if not more, than the other programs. So, and very easy to use interface. And that's some of the basic stuff that we'll be going over in the class. So, Walk by Faith, if your email was on that level, yes, just grab Sew It Pro. You can wait till closer to class because the classes are in October. So you can wait closer to the class and then make the purchase. It doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. And you don't even have to make the purchase ahead of time. It just makes it a lot easier for you to follow along if you have the program. Let us see, Miss D Purple One. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you very much. Pamela Banks, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Nancy Faust from Iowa. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Leslie Ram. Hello, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. I appreciate it. Rebecca Ricketts. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Let's see. Let me make sure I have everything. Mary Stovall. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Inspiration Creations. Hey, Lori from Canada. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Miss Ethel Smith. Thank you. I'm trying. Oh my God, the craziest stuff can happen around here sometimes. It's just like, oh my God, this is just crazy. Thank you, Pamela Banks. I appreciate that. Let's see. Red Elephant, did I see that? That was pretty. Hold on. Glow Hodges, hello, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, I did see Red Elephant Embroidery. Hello, thank you. Oh, thank you for registering. I appreciate that. I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm really, really super, super pumped, super excited about these classes and what's all coming. I will have a little advertisement coming up for the classes. Well, actually, I really need to check and make sure there's enough room to even do an advertisement because it may be pointless if the classes are completely full, but I'll be checking that. And then let folks know, hey, David D, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. And Glow Hodges from Earthquake, California, thank you. Can you have the name of the digitizing company? I talk about jjdigitizing.com. And so I just put that in the chat if you would like to click that and go to him. But it's J, the letter J, digitizing with the ing.com. Ramona Middleton, hello, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Contessa Harris, thank you for joining us. T Science and Development, hello, how are y'all? Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you both for being YouTube Who Group members. I definitely appreciate the support. Ramona Shear, hello. Carmen Alvarado, hello. Nicomi Butler, hello. Good evening to you all as well. Carol Coleman, my love, hello. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member. Ellie Scraper, hello. How are you? Miss Bickham, do you have grandbabies with you tonight? If so, tell them I said hey. Avery Head, yas, holler. Ring that thing for me for tonight. Thank you. Tiffany Carlisle, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. And Kathy Stewart, hello. So we're all caught up in the chat. Yay! Very rarely do I do that, I guess, because I end up talking so much that we get held up. But thank you all for joining us this evening. Not sure if you have any babies that are here with us tonight that you just purchased your new machines. Definitely let us know. Melissa, oh, well, tell Melissa I said, hey, Melissa. Thank you for joining us with your grandma tonight. But yeah, so you guys, so the Sew It Pro class, please check us out if you're interested. We will be hosting those. There are a total of 6 classes. One of them is full, actually. Now that I think about it, let me pull that up really quick and take a look on my side of the fence and let you know where we stand on that. One class is definitely full. I know that. Um, and I think there may be more that are full. One almost full and 2 half full. So one is full, one is almost full, and 2 are over half full. So you got one class that there's plenty of room, but the others are um, filling up. So if you want to get in, let us know. Tiffany Carlisle, I recently purchased the Brother SD625 and only sold a few things so far. Tiffany, I need to ring the bell for you. Babe, please give me a minute. I got to go get the bell. Because I moved out of the studio and I'm here in my dining room because I knew I wasn't trying to sit in front of that light tonight. And you guys, for those of y'all just joining us, I'm only going to be on maybe another 30 minutes or so. I want it to be on about an hour tonight. I don't feel my best. So unfortunately, yesterday I had an accident with the dog. Oh my goodness, my dog, Miss Bickham, Max. So my daughter has a dog. He's huge. He's massive doggy, over 100 pounds. Sweet as he can be. He's Rottweiler mixed with German Shepherd. He looks more like a Shepherd, but with Rottweiler colors. But anyway, long story short, I was doing something with him yesterday. I can't even remember what I was doing, and he jumped up. I was bent over trying to fix his chain or something, and he jumped up and his head like uppercut me right here, and it's like up here. I've had the worst headache I've had in a long time. And just been feeling out of it, like really woozy. I've been sleeping so much because the pain is so bad over here. It's like a horrible headache. It's like, oh my God, I can't. So I knew sitting in front of that light in the studio and constantly ringing the bell was going to be tragic. And that's on top of everything else I had going on. But at any rate, that headache, that pain, man, y'all, I thought he was gonna drop me. Because when he hit, I saw stars. It was crazy. And I was just like, oh, so all day today, I've just been like, out of it, off and on. But, just been sleeping it off because of how bad it was. But at any rate, this is Ashley. My mother-in-law said the same thing, but as I mentioned to her, even if it was, I'm terrified to go to the doctor because I don't want to get COVID. I've been doing good staying home and staying away from folks, so I just don't want to go. And no, I sure did not go get, because if I go to the doctor and I get sick, y'all, I'm gonna be real scared. I don't do well with the flu, so I keep getting my flu shot so to make sure. So I haven't gotten sick yet, so I'm hoping I don't. But yeah, so that's why I'm just like not in my studio tonight. I'm just gonna have to lay down here in a little bit. No, I did not get it checked out, Shirley. Y'all just don't understand how I just don't want to get the COVID. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. I'm seriously serious. I know too many people that passed from it. And I'm just like, I do not want to catch COVID. Cynthia Gilliam, thank you. I appreciate you telling me that. You guys make doing these videos well worth it. So I am so tickled to know that they have been helpful to you. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Kathy Stewart says, I would take the class if I used Sew It Pro. It's okay. That's one of the things I have. Oh, Miss Ethel Smith got a new silhouette too. Holler. Okay. And Lupe. Hey, Lupe. Sorry I missed you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get the bell and we'll ring definitely for the two of you guys, for Tiffany Carlisle and for Miss Ethel Smith. But when you have um, a program that works for you, one of the main things I will let anyone know, once you purchase an embroidery machine, you do not have to have a software program in most instances. You don't have to. It's not like completely necessary. Usually you can buy a design from a designer, whether it's someone on Etsy that's selling an embroidery design or an embroidery design website like embroiderylibrary.com, something like that. And you can take the file directly from the website and put it directly on your machine in most instances without any issues. The problem is we're all so very creative anyway, which is why we're getting into embroidery, because we're creative thinkers and we're creative people. So just using just the design the way it is usually is not enough. And so that's where embroidery editing programs come in. So embroidery editing programs are the programs where you go ahead and you purchase the design from off of a website, and you just want to change it up, whether it's shrinking it, blowing it up, whether it's adding a name to it, whether it's, adjusting colors, whatever the case may be. And that's what Sew What Pro does for you. People want to know, can Sew What Pro, can I use Sew What Pro if I get a picture and I want to change that picture to embroidery? No, that is not what Sew What Pro is for. You need a digitizing program, and an affordable digitizing program is Sew Art. It is an auto digitizer. So you can put your picture in, tell it to auto digitize. It will digitize it for you without you having to do a whole bunch of work. And that's that. So you have a couple of options, but we're not teaching Sew Art. We'll be teaching Sew What Pro and showing you all of the super awesome tricks and tips and things that are going to come in. Matter of fact, we have 4 huge bonuses that we're going to be going over, 2 of which are you absolutely have to know how to do in order to get the most out of your embroidery. Whether you're a novice or whether you're a professional, you definitely would benefit from this class. So, but if you already if you already have a program that you're using and you know it and you're successful at it, there's no need to buy another program. I'm not about to tell you to go out and pay for something when what you have works. Okay, so definitely, keep that in mind. It's no worries at all. I appreciate the interest and I appreciate the support, because one thing's for certain, having you guys as a support base is well more important than selling y'all on some stuff. That's not the whole point of this channel. The point of this channel is for everyone to have happy embroidering. So yes, that's what we're going to be doing in our classes. Janet McKinney, hello, how are you? Every time I finish making a face mask, I ring the bell. That's hilarious. That is funny. Now I need to celebrate every time I finish a job. You know what? That's about what we darn need to do is ring the bell. Cynthia Gilliam, yeah, y'all. I hope I am. I hope I am. I mean, whether I am or whether or not, I'm one of those tough cookies. You can't get rid of me too quickly. But that's what we're dealing with. Tiffany Carlisle, ringing the bell. Oh my gosh. Let's show Miss Tiffany Carlisle, because we need to ring it for her. What does ringing the bell mean? Give me one sec. Let me go get the bell, because of course my crazy self forgot and left the bell in my studio so that she can see the bell and she'll know what the bell is for. And you know what, Tiffany, I'm glad you brought that up actually, because um, that's something else that needs to be brought out. I have a couple of emails from some folks. Zoranda, yes, there are some more Sew What Pro classes available. If you go to this link, I believe class number 1 had 1 spot. Class number 2 is full, and I need to put that on the website. I'm glad you said so. Class number 2 is full. 3 and 4 are half full. No, 3 is half full, 5 is half full, 4 and 6 have space, I think. I'll have to check. Sheila Cushionberry, thank you for that. Let me know. So far, it's not nausea. It's more loopy feeling. I don't know how to explain that. It's just like that. Not nauseated at all. Thank God, because I can't stand to be nauseated. Oh, that's just like the worst feeling on the planet. But no, I haven't had nausea. I mean vomiting, nausea, vomiting, just more like lightheaded. So hey PJ Coppage, this is the bell. I'm sorry, Miss Ethel Smith, I gotta get the bell. This is the bell, Tiffany. So we have our purple bell. We have McQuackins on one side. It started out a silver bell, didn't it? And then we have Hoop Group on the back. And our bell is how we celebrate whenever people get new equipment, because one of the things that inspired me is I know how expensive our equipment can be, whether it's for sublimation, whether it's for embroidery, it doesn't matter. Crickets are $200, going on $200. I mean, that's a lot of money. So when you make a solid investment in yourself and in your craft, and you make a solid investment in your business, and you know, a lot of times you buy something and you bring it home and you're all excited and your family is like, yay, you know, okay, glad, you know, but you want to celebrate because it's such a momentous occasion. And it's really cool to have folks that can celebrate with you. So that's why we ring the bell. We ring the bell for the new babies that folks get, whether it be, like I said, a heat press or Cricut, doesn't matter. We want to celebrate with you. So you mentioned that you just got your what did you just say? I saw it, 625. I thought that's what you said. SE 625. And Miss Ethel Smith got a new baby too. Miss Ethel Smith, we're gonna have to talk about your babies because you be getting a ton of babies. You and your babies. You got your, what is it, silhouette? Is that what I saw? I know that's what I saw. Hold on. Silhouette. I thought so. Which one did you get? Did you get the 4 or did you get the 3? I have the 4, but I wanted to get the 3 because the 4 has been getting on my nerves, but probably because I didn't take time to learn. But at any rate, Tiffany, that's what the bell is. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit more to see if there's any more bell ringing we need to do. But we're going to ring the bell for you. She said, turn on some soothing music, draw a hot bubble bath, turn off the light, sit back and zone out. I'm going to zone out in the bed. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to go to bed. Leslie Ram says, to me, it isn't a matter of getting, but them saying, oh, it is. Yeah. See, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Lori Campbell, hi Eve. Is there a certain format like Zoom that I need to have installed on the PC to take the class? Zoom is how we are going to do the class, only because I already have a subscription with Zoom from the classes earlier this year. I bought into it, so we're going to do Zoom. And yet this time, my intention is to record the classes on a separate platform, because from what I understand, I can record it to YouTube as well. And that way the classes will be available even beyond Zoom, because my classes back earlier this year were hosted on Zoom, and I had issues with that, folks having access to it. So I need to make sure I have those classes, and we're going to put them up on YouTube so that those who take those specific classes will have access to them. So, Laverne Miller, hope you feel better, had to go for, woo, girl, time for that, ain't it? And felt the same way. We'll be getting Sew It Pro tomorrow. Holler. So yeah, Lori, just Zoom is what we'll be using. And you don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. It'd be cool to see you and put a face with the name, but you don't have to have the camera on. Really quick too, now that I think about it, the bells. Okay. So I've gotten a couple of emails from folks asking how to get the bells, because there's some confusion with how to qualify to get a bell. So the bells are free if you have a YouTube, if you get the YouTube membership. Okay. So here on YouTube, there are memberships that you can get, and the link should be in the description. Make sure I'm spelling it right. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. So I just put a link in the chat. If you're interested in joining here on YouTube, there are memberships. I think the least expensive membership is $4.99. But if you get a membership here on YouTube, then you qualify for a bell. And just email me your YouTube username and that you've joined and your address. Okay, that's the other thing. So I have a couple of people that are saying they're members and they want a bell, but they didn't send me their address. I need to have your address. So if you haven't gotten a bell and you haven't gotten an email from me saying that your bell is on the way, then, and you've requested a bell from me, this is what I really truly need you to do. The only way to ask for the bell is to please email me. I think I've gotten some messages in other email addresses and on Facebook and all of that stuff. I need a physical email from you. Right down here, it says thebabiesbooty.com. Just put at Gmail. So thebabiesbooty at gmail.com. So add at Gmail to this email address and send me your address, physical mailing address, and your YouTube username, because that way I cross-reference the membership list, then get your address, print out the label, slap your bell in the package, and send it off. Okay, so if you've already emailed me about getting a bell and you don't have a bell and I haven't emailed you, then I probably don't have your mailing address. So shoot me another email with your mailing address, because if I don't have your mailing address, I don't know where to send the bell. Send it to this email address, please. Thebabiesbooty at gmail.com, because I do have all kinds of which ways that folks can contact me, and I can't keep it all straight, y'all. I'm doing good. Take my medicine every day like I'm supposed to, my blood pressure medicine. So yeah, it's I want to get these bells out to those who want them. We've already sent some out, and I'm super excited to have folks ringing bells with us. But I need an address, so please shoot that to me if you haven't already, along with your YouTube username, so that I'll know who you are and can send that over to you. How long does the class last? The class will be an hour. The class will be an hour. The instruction is going to be the first roughly 30 to 40 minutes, depending upon questions from folks. So I'm allotting 40 minutes, but then after that, it's questions from the folks in the class, which is why I tried to keep it small, so that if there are questions, you all can ask them, have time to ask them in the class. Leslie Ram, do you think we can use Sew Art to digitize with other software that isn't Sew Pro? Yes, you can. So you can use Sew Art to digitize a design. So say, for instance, you have a logo, you want it digitized, you digitize it in Sew Art. Well, what Sew Art does is you can save it in whatever embroidery machine format you need. So if it's DST, if it's PES, if it's XXX, whatever, okay, it'll save it in your format, and then you can pull that format into whatever program it is that you're using for editing. Even if it's not Sew Pro, say for instance it's Embroiderers, you can use Sew Art to digitize and then upload that into Embroiderers. Yes. Sheila Cushionberry, applying ice pack to the back of the neck may help migraine as well as dimming the lights and avoiding stimuli. We're not going to talk about stimuli around here, which I'm sure you know. Yes and no. I appreciate the reminders. Definitely. Thank you very much. Me and ice packs are good friends around here migraine time, and it's not migraine level because my migraines are atrocious, but it is bad. So that's why I haven't tried an ice pack yet. Miss Social Deb, I would like to take the class, but I don't have a lot of free time these days. I understand. That is okay. Trust me, it's not going. No, Tiffany, that's fine. No worries. We questions are okay here. There's nothing wrong with being new, nothing wrong with asking questions. Don't ever feel bad for wanting to get more information because I'd rather you be informed than to not. But Miss Social Dev, don't worry, definitely there's no pressure on these classes. No pressure whatsoever. If you can take it, great. If you can't, it's okay. I still will be showing videos here on YouTube. I still will be discussing answers to certain questions. It's just in that classroom setting. It's going to be perfunctory. It's going to be this is how this works. You'll have, documentation to back it up and help you, remember along after the class, and you get free stuff with the class. So, it's a little bit more structured than here on YouTube. That's what I'm trying to say. Ramona Shear, I love Sew It Pro, but would like to learn more. When and where do I find the schedule? It's right here, thebabiesbooty.com/events-1, which is right here under at the bottom on my screen. You can go there and get more information. It's also in the chat, and I'll throw it in the chat again so that you can click the link there. When you get something digitized, do you just send a picture, and how do you know if the size you want will be a good fit? Mary Stovall, that's an excellent question. So when you're wanting to have something digitized, what I ask the customer generally is, what size do you want it? Do you want left chest? Because if you want a left chest logo, usually that's all digitizers know about the rough estimated size that a left chest logo will be. Also, if it's going to be a full logo of sorts, I just tell people to measure what it's going on. If it's going to be a jacket back, measure the back of the jacket to see how big you want it. If it's varying sizes, then we'll go with the medium size, and you can use software program or whatever to enlarge it or shrink it, however you wish to do later. But ultimately, it's up to, if you're a business, it's up to the customer. I ask the customer, what size would you like it? And a lot of times they'll say it's up to you, go with what works. But then there are some customers that says, no, it's 3.5 inches by 2.6 inches. And that's they already know what they want. And you just communicate that back to the digitizer and they accommodate you. What I generally tend to do is, for my digitizer, I know about what size I want it to be. So if it's going to be, a full shirt digitized, I'll say, for a woman size, 9.5 inches wide, but you go with what stitches out the best, because the digitizer knows the size that will produce the best results and the best stitch out. So that's pretty much how I go with that. If you get a good enough digitizer, they'll know. And they'll make sure that everything is going to be a great stitch out for you. But definitely measure what is going on, and that's how you can, kind of tell. Laura's Lace Fabrics, I use Embrilliance. Embrilliance is an excellent program. It is. The only Sheila Cushionberry, I'm not going to say Vertigo. I'm not going to say Vertigo because make that sound again. I don't even know what sound I made. It's not Vertigo. I've had Vertigo. This isn't Vertigo. It's just more lightheaded. That's the word. That's the better description. It's just episodes of lightheaded. Like how a person might feel if they stand up too fast, you get kind of lightheaded a little bit. That's what it is. We nurses are scolding you because we know that you could very well have a concussion, which is dangerous. And you really need to get it checked. Call your doctor and at least do a virtual doctor visit. That's smart. I didn't think about a virtual doctor visit. I don't even know if them nuts do virtual doctor visits. Now that I think about it, but I'll call them tomorrow. I'll call them. Y'all, it's just, oh my God, one thing after another. But Embrilliance is an excellent program. The only downside with Embrilliance for me, which is why I didn't go with Embrilliance, was the price tag. the price tag was tragic when I first got my embroidery machine because I was just starting. I didn't know anything about embroidery, where to get designs, where to get thread. I didn't know anything. And then when I finally learned, okay, well, there's a software program out there, and I started looking at prices, y'all, I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. That costs too much. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just do what's in the machine. And of course, that wasn't fun anymore. And I was finding all these free designs and El Cheapo designs, and I just couldn't embroider exactly what I wanted or put two designs together or whatever. And I just got overwhelmed and was like, this is frustrating. There has to be a better way. So I typed in affordable embroidery programs. Sew It Pro popped up, and it's been on ever since. But yes, um the price is why I did not stick with them brilliance. Jackie Maddox, I finally opened my Cricut maker after 6 months. Use it to print, cut, then heat transfer to Captain Marvel on a t-shirt for my granddaughter. You see what I'm saying? See, why did you wait 6 months, girl? You got it down, didn't you? And that shirt looked good too, didn't it? Didn't it look good? See, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. Zoronda, yes, they will be on Zoom. Yes, they will. Kathy Young from Pearl, Mississippi. How is everyone? Thank you, Kathy Young. I appreciate that. I am loving it here. And thank you for being a YouTube Who Group member for sure. Jatina Harris, hello. Gail Whitaker, hello to you both as well. Thank you for joining us this evening. Lori Campbell, you're welcome. Nicole Brown, and thank you. Nicole Brown, hello Eve. This is my first time catching you live, but I watch your videos all the time. Please feel better. Thank you, Nicole Brown, and thank you for the support of our channel. Thank you for watching our videos. We definitely appreciate it. See, there it went just that quick. Probably the way I turned, and I'm sitting here like, woo, I'm swimming. Okay, hello. Let's see. Thank you so much. You're welcome. PJ Copies, now we need you to take your medication all the time. Y'all, and my husband, I know something. I just be like, look, I need to take my medicine. Leave me alone. But anyways, Jatina Harris, the class is on Sew It Pro. Sew It Pro is an embroidery editing program, and it teaches you, the class will teach you how to use the program effectively and get the most out of the program in order to edit those designs the way you want. So my main concern, I'm going to teach what I know was really important to me when I first learned Sew It Pro and how to edit embroidery designs. But then toward the end of the class, everyone will have a opportunity to ask their questions because your questions may cover something I didn't think of. And we're using these classes to help me get set up for our master class, which is going to be a lot longer than one class, but that's what it's on Sew It Pro. Hello, Alice Rigby. How are you? Welcome. Marge Campbell says she was watching the game. I don't know what game. Child, these games is crazy. I ain't watched none of them. Zandra Waldrop. Hello. How are you? Welcome. I just joined. I'm talking about some of everything. Susan, 523. I believe you before said you're not on Etsy. So is it mainly word of mouth or what? So with Etsy, I was on Etsy at one point. There's a baby's booty store on Etsy. I was selling my baby things that I was making. What I don't care for with Etsy is more how inundated the market is. You have to work twice as hard to put your items in front of consumers. You can pay extra and have them promote your stuff, but just because they promote your stuff doesn't mean it converts into sales. So not only are you paying expensive Etsy fees, you're also working harder to get your things in front of your consumers, and there's no guarantees once you pay. There's no guarantees with anything, but at least with your own website, you don't have a lot of those restrictions that are on Etsy. You don't have a lot of that competition. Because there's still competition, don't get it twisted. And usually when a person is looking for something in particular craft-wise, they'll go to Etsy. But the conversion of sales for your word of mouth and for your advertisement yourself on social media and Instagram, those free platforms far outweighs anything Etsy can do for you. So for me, the cost of Etsy membership and how much they charge per impression for advertisement and how much they charge in fees didn't equate to me having my own, say for instance, Shopify account, especially during COVID when Shopify was offering 60 days for free, I think it was, Shopify stores. So, and you don't have to have a huge over the top website in order to sell your stuff. So I was not a fan of, and I've been on Etsy for a while, a couple of years actually, if not 4 years. I'll have to double check, but I've been on Etsy for a long time. And it's gotten progressively less advantageous to sell my things on Etsy. There are some people who are quite successful on Etsy. But at the end of the day, you have to, how can I put this? There are some folks out there who make it a point to find what others are. Say, for instance, you're selling baby blankets, I'm selling baby blankets. You're embroidering baby blankets and I'm embroidering baby blankets. We're both monogramming baby blankets. And you may have a crew of folks who go out there on Etsy and find folks that are selling something really similar, and you start, I mean, and this is out there because baby blankets wouldn't fit this criteria, but there's other criteria out there that are like this. T-shirts, for instance, is with slogans on it or whatever. But these folks are reporting other people's Etsy's and getting their Etsy's shut down or blocked for some time because Etsy takes some days to get back to report and all this other jazz. And so you're losing customers, you're losing sales, all the while they're trying to investigate and find out what's going on and blah, blah, blah. When you could have had your own website up and running, they can report whatever they want. They're going to be reporting it to you. And it's your website. It's your platform. You don't have to worry about that. With Shopify, as long as you're not selling drugs, firearms, pornography, that type of stuff, you're fine to sell on Shopify. You don't have those restrictions that Etsy does. So I prefer my own website. And I'm in several business Facebook groups, and the consensus is the same all across the board. There's still quite a few satisfied customers over there, which is good for them. And I'm not saying if you're doing good over there to jump ship, but go ahead and have a backup plan because you never know, especially when you don't own that over there. Where's your website? You would own it. Kind of like renting a house. You know, you can get put out at any time by your landlord, or your landlord could come by and all of a sudden say, you know what, I don't think we want you to have cats anymore. You know, and you're month-to-month lease anyway, so no more cats. And you got a house full of cats. You know, that kind of sucks. So why go through that when you can own your own house at a lesser price at that and have as many cats as you want? So that's pretty much how that goes for me. And so at Pro, if you purchase a design size 3, but you decide you want it smaller or bigger, will it adjust the stitches? Yes, ma'am, it does. And we will be going over that as well in the class. Avery Head, that's pretty much, my doctors know. They was like, come in. And I was like, oh, okay. Whatever. Miss Bickham, that sounds like vertigo. I've had vertigo with a whole flipping room is like doing this number right here. I had an ear infection. That's what it was. Now I remember. It was killing me earlier. I was like, I've had vertigo. Why? It was an ear infection in the room. I promise you, I was like holding on to the bed because the room was spinning. I've never. That's like crazy. So when I hear vertigo, that's what I think of. If that's vertigo as well, I didn't know it. Hadrian Hall, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. before my business manager come in here and lay us all out, because she already told me, you gonna get out of there after an hour. Shirley Stewart, I'm making a baby blanket with flannel that I embroidered on the top and minky on the back. Do you use batting? I do not, Shirley. I don't. Miss Bickham, I've been meaning to call you anyway. Adrian Hall, I just got a new brother, ST431 HD Strong and Tough Serger. And I'm so excited. I'm excited for you because the name of that serger sounds like, we gonna get some work done. I'm happy for you. That's what's up. If you don't mind, can you explain Soul Art again? Soul Art is a digitizing program, Zoronda. So if you want to take a picture or a logo, for instance, or wording, and you want to take that wording and turn it into embroidery design so that your embroidery machine can stitch it out, that's what Soul Art does. Soul Art is strictly a digitizing program. So if that's the route you're wanting to take, is to make your own embroidery designs, then Soul Art is the way for you. If what you're trying to do is find this design of this teddy bear and put the baby's name up under it from a font that's already out there, that's what Soul What Pro does. It takes two different embroidery designs that are already out there, and you can merge them together or take parts away from it. But Soul Art is digitizing. So once we sign up, we can watch reruns anytime after. That is the plan, Miss Ultra Deb. Yes. And we're going to be doing a test class this week. I don't even know why I mentioned that. There's going to be a test class, and I can make sure of that, but that's the plan. Yes. Silhouette for Business. I do have. No, I don't have. Yeah, I do have Silhouette Business Edition. Debbie D just registered. Looking forward to it. Holler, y'all. Trademark stuff, you mean? Only one Staley? No, I don't encourage anyone to do trademark stuff because I've seen far too many people get shut all the way down. But what I'm talking about is things that aren't trademarked because, like, for instance, I come up with the slogan, We Hoop is a Group. That's my slogan. That's my little logo. It's not trademarked. It should be, but it's not. So I have a creator's license for this logo and that slogan. But if you went out and you wanted to make shirts with this on it, and I had a website with shirts making that on it, and I had friends out there and they saw your website had it, I would report your site to Etsy and say, no, she's selling something she shouldn't be selling, and shutting you down when what you're doing technically isn't trademarked. But they'll have to go through the process of telling you, hey, this person says that's trademarked when in reality it's not. And then it causes a problem and blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that backbiting, elementary, middle school type petty stuff that folks is out there doing. It's on Facebook Marketplace as well. I mean, it's not just Etsy. I've tried to sell bling shirts on Facebook Marketplace local, and I've had people reporting me, and my stuff was not trademarked at all. But it's because they were selling bling shirts too, and I'm competition. So even though they didn't know who I was and I didn't know who they was, and this was 2 years ago, they were flagging my stuff. So that's what I'm saying. If I have my own website, how they gonna flag my stuff and it's on my website? So then I'll promote my website on Facebook, on Instagram, and no one can stop me. Really, no one can stop me, because once it's out there, it's out there. But when you're on a website that's controlled by somebody else who don't want to have copyright infringement issues or trademark infringement issues, they'll shut you down until they get to the bottom of whatever is going on. But by then, you done lost sales, whereas they are still selling the exact same darn thing. It's crazy. So anyways, all right, you guys, it is 10 o'clock. Did you use a program to set up your website? No, I used the web hosting, drag and drop type stuff. I didn't have a what's a face. So Michelle Rosencrans, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Max is fine. Darn dog. The dog is fine. His big old block hard head self, big old puppy. Ain't nothing wrong with the dog. He's fine. It was me that got about knocked the heck out. It was like a Mike Tyson punch too, y'all. That thing was crazy. Oh, just sitting here talking about it's got to just anyway. Because he hit here, but right here is where it's like just right in here is just like but anyway. So Miss Ethel Smith and Miss Tiffany, and then who was that just got that totally awesome surgery? Adrienne Hall. Here is a bell ring for y'all. Congratulations, y'all. Waiting to the end was well worth it. It's okay. I don't want. Congratulations, y'all. That was totally awesome. So, if you want a bell, then you will need to join the YouTube group here. Click the join button and sign up, and then shoot me an email. Tell me what your username is and your address. Email it to thebabiesbooty@gmail.com, and I will send you a bell. If you want to sign up for the So What Pro classes that are coming up, they are going to be awesome. There will be goodies that come with this class. It's not just the class. You'll get freebies. So if you sign up for the class, this is where you need to do it. thebabiesbooty.com/events-1. And I'm getting ready to go on there after I get off from here, go get in the bed, lay back with the laptop and start editing. And I'll be putting sold out on the classes that are sold out. Other than that, I definitely appreciate you guys joining me this evening. I apologize for being so short, because I do definitely enjoy my full 2 hours with you guys, because I always have. This pick up saying me to make you mad at me. I was hot too, but I mean, he didn't know any better. He's a big puppy, so he didn't know any better. Hi, Diane Wilson. How are you? So yeah, I will. And for the folks, my nurses that are in here that I absolutely love and appreciate, I'll let you know in the hoop group tomorrow what the doctor says. I will call him, because I don't like to feel ill when especially, it's not my fault. But at any rate, thank you for joining me this evening. I'm finna go lay it down. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to drop it in the hoop group or email me, thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Okay, that's my primary communication. EveLaurie@gmail.com. I'm sorry, not Eve Laurie. That is my name. Thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. Thebabiesbooty@gmail.com. So thank you all. Have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Bye.